The house that they gave us now, I'm very happy with it. It's a very nice house. Yeah. Beautiful. Nicely laid out. It's got 2 rooms at the bottom. Kitchen is upstairs. A stove and a zinc in it also. Lovely.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really appreciated it. But unfortunately, the wife and the children, they can't come and stay here. They are settled where they stay now. So I have to stay alone.
This is Buddha Abdullah Edwards. Buddha Abdullah was born and grew up at number 12 Gore Street in District 6. And like so many other people in District 6, his family was forcibly removed 15 kilometers away from his family home to Surrey Estate when District 6 was declared a white group area on the 11th of February 1966. Today we are happy to say that Buddha Abdullah is back in District 6, sitting in his new home. Looking around, we see a long dining room table littered with a small microwave and other odds and ends. Above it, we see a frame containing an Islamic prayer hanging on the wall. And on the adjacent wall, we see a TV playing what looks like a dramatic Spanish film. All the while, Buddha Abdullah is making coffee for one of his neighbors, happy for the company. But getting here was in no way an easy journey. Buddha Abdullah and his wife first lodged a claim for a house in 1994, more than 2 decades ago.
Yes, we applied on the foreshore. That time it was by the old goods yard, by the trains there where the goods yard is. We went to apply there. So when my wife always went with me, but she got a bit tired and she said, "Ga jy maar aan." But ek weet nie of het gaan gebeur nie. And don't mind me speaking Afrikaans in between.
Not at all.
And so she said, "Gaan jy maar aan, ek is nou moeg van elke keer saam met jou gaan. City Hall is all over. Then you go 6 o'clock to town. And then the meeting, then in the City Hall, and then it's somewhere else again. And then you must have a look at the ground. And this wasn't built yet. The phase 3 wasn't built yet. They were busy on phase 1 that time. And my wife said, "Ek weet nie of het gaan waar kom nie, maar dinge lyk so swaar, hulle maak so lank." So she didn't come with me anymore. And then after a while, I saw, no, there is a reality that it's going to come through. And then I went to Loop Street. No, was it Loop Street or Long Street? Long Street. Long Street. They had the office in Long Street. And then every time you had to go there to give all your particulars and all that. And from there, one day they brought us here to the ground where the houses is going to be built. And about 7 years after that, it became true that.
Sure, but that's a long wait.
Yeah, well, 27 years was the wait in all.
Buddha Abdullah waited patiently for almost 30 years in the hope that he and his family will one day return to District 6. They spent years attending meetings and visiting the empty fields of District 6 when their presence was required. And even when construction had been completed, he still needed to overcome several hurdles.
But I'm very happy in the house, very, very happy. Being alone, it's a bit awkward. It's lonely sometimes. Then I go sit by a friend, Fahim, in the last row. Yeah, and there's only 2 people in that row, in the row of 3.
Sure.
It's very quiet, but he's a good friend. He talks a lot, and then I sit about 2 hours or so, and then I come home again. Then it's you can't fall asleep. Then I fill in a puzzle or read a book to get a bit drowsy and fall asleep.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's hard sometimes, but I'm getting used to it. Yeah. None of my children is coming to stay with me. Grandchildren, great-grandchildren, they don't want to come. They all settled, so I must stay here alone. I'll get used to it. They might come the end of the year to come and spend a day or 2 or 3 here.
Exactly.
But it's nice here. The view on the balcony is very nice. You can look to the sea, not the whole sea, only the docks where the ships dock. That's all you can see. And the people on the flats, they can see the Table Mountain, Lion's Head, and Robben Island. They can see it nicely, but we haven't got a nice view. But from here on the balcony, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, you look into Hanover Street. You can see the Moss, Aspling Street Moss. You can see Muir Street Moss. So it's nice. It's very near. I can walk from here to the Moss on a Friday.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I must adapt myself and make me used to for what I've got. But I'm very proud of the house that they've given me. And I'm happy in the house.
Yeah.
Though being alone, I'm happy. I'm happy. And my wife and my children, they're all happy.
After Boeta Abdullah moved in, it wasn't long before he found a sense of community in the friends that he had made. As we sit and laugh with Boeta Abdullah, we can see that he is settling into his new home, putting up family photographs, sketching pencil designs on a wall he would like to decorate, and slowly bringing more and more plants to grow his small little garden in his front yard. The moments he shares with his neighbors and friends have been a blessing, bringing a sense of joy and youthfulness he may have felt in District 6. I'm Lisa Hendricks, and you're listening to another episode in the District 6 Museum Vuselela Ons Luister series. Next week, we speak with Rosalind Isaacs, community historian at St. Stephen's Church. No matter where we are here. The audio snippets used in this podcast are taken from the District 6 Museum archive. The stories produced through this podcast series and the opinions and statements that may be contained herein do not reflect those of the District 6 Museum, but rather the individuals hosted within this series. This program is funded by the Mellon Foundation.